Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. And thank you very much for joining us. Before we begin, I need to mention that we have Japanese interpretation for this event. If you have questions anytime throughout the event, you can type them in the Q&A box at the bottom in the middle of the toolbar. You can select, and we will try to get to them during the event or at the end during Q&A time. Okay, everybody. So welcome to our event, Osaka, Opportunities for International Scale-Ups Ahead of the World Expo 2025, organized by the Osaka Business and Investment Center, OBIC, comprised of Osaka Prefecture, Osaka City, and the Osaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, with the cooperation of the Osaka Startup Ecosystem Consortium, the Foundation for International Trade and Industrial Cooperation, Japan External Trade Organization, JETRO Osaka, Crossport and Global DX, and with the gracious support of the Dubai Technology Entrepreneur Campus, where we were planned to host our live event from today, and an official activity of Global Entrepreneurship Week. I am your host for today, Adam Clayton-Platt. And first of all, I would like to give you a huge welcome from all of us here in Osaka, unfortunately, because our travel plans were affected due to Omicron. It is unfortunate that we were unable to host this event live from Dubai as planned, but regardless, we're still very excited to meet you today and really hope you find this event valuable. So first of all, I'm going to kick off the event by introducing you to most of you are already aware that we have the current expo in Dubai in 2020. And the theme is connecting minds and creating the future. But you may or may not know that the next World Expo will be held in Osaka in 2025 in the theme of designing future society for our lives. So we thought this was the perfect timing to strengthen the relationship between our regions and our innovation ecosystems, to showcase the impressive initiatives happening in Dubai right now and planned for after the Expo, and to showcase the current and future opportunities for foreign tech companies in Osaka ahead of the 2025 Expo. Delegation's trip to Dubai, but due to travel restrictions, online is our only option for now. In attendance today, we are expecting over 200 participants joining from over 20 countries around the globe, including governments, Expo 2020 and 2025 members, business associations, startup support organizations, Japanese corporations interested in collaboration with overseas companies, and scale-ups interested in expanding into international markets. So thank you all so much again for making the effort to join us online today. We really appreciate your interest and hope you find this event valuable. Okay, so by way of a brief agenda, today's event will begin with greetings, and then we will move into a fascinating presentation about District 2020, the human-centric future city that will evolve from Expo 2020. Next, we will take a deep dive into the Japan market opportunity for scale-ups, the Osaka investment environment, a new service launching today offering consolidated access to Osaka's startup ecosystem. And to wrap this session, I will speak personally about why our company, Global DX, as a startup ourselves, chose to establish in Osaka and how we can help you thrive here too. Finally, we will close today's event with a pitch session by 3 Dubai scale-ups keen to expand in the Japan market, which hopefully results in expressions of interest from our Japanese corporate participants. And just as a reminder to all our participating startups and SMEs today, the fact that you are registered for this event means your company will receive a free Japan market entry consultation session after this event, and will also be considered for business matching with Japanese corporations, if you are in an eligible sector, which are fintech, smart cities, digital health, life sciences, clean tech, or advanced manufacturing. So once again, we're really grateful for you all to be here today. And now, without further ado, I will hand over to Negoro-san, Executive Director of OBIC, to kick off this event. Negoro-san, yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Hi everyone, I'm Takayoshi Negoro, Executive Director of the Osaka Business and Investment Center and the Director of the Osaka Chamber of Commerce and Industries International Division. I'd like to say a few words on behalf of the organizers. First, we thank Noboru Sekiguchi, Consul General of Japan in Dubai, for taking the time out of his busy schedule to be here today. Mr. Sekiguchi is scheduled to say a few words momentarily. I would also like to express our gratitude to all of you from the Dubai, Japanese, and international business communities for joining us. I'm surprised to hear that participants are from 25 countries. And the Foundation for International Trade and Industrial Cooperation for financial support to the event. The Dubai Technology Entrepreneur Campus. The team at Global DX for helping to organize the event. And all the many other people and organizations who have been so generous with their support. As you know, Dubai is currently the center of attention as host of the World Expo, the first World Expo to be held in the Middle East. And the venue is bustling with many visitors. December 11 was Japan Day at the Expo. Programs were a little bit changed due to an occurrence of the Omicron variant, but it was a success. We hope that the event helped raise interest in Osaka, the Kansai region, and Japan in Dubai and where participants live. As you know, the Osaka and the Kansai are to host the next World Expo in 2025. We are impressed by the success you have achieved with the Dubai Expo despite the global disruption caused by COVID. And we hope to learn from you to ensure another successful And hosting the next World Expo is not the only big project on our horizon. There is much to look forward to. For instance, 2024 will see the opening of the new Umekita precinct in central Osaka, the culmination of the development of the area to the north of Osaka Station. A proposal has been submitted for Umekita and Yumeshima, the island reclaimed where the expo is to be held, to be designated super city zones to take advantage of the government plans for both deregulation aimed at creating the city of the future. Elsewhere, an international healthcare innovation hub is scheduled to open in Osaka in 2024. The new campus of Osaka Metropolitan University, which will be Japan's largest public seat of higher learning, will open in 2025. A smart campus built as a public-private partnership. In addition, an integrated resort is due to be built on Yumeshima Island in the latter half of the 2020s following the expo. What is more, Osaka is aiming to become an international financial hub. Perhaps more than anywhere else in Japan, Osaka is where it's at. The city, along with neighboring Kyoto and Kobe, were collectively designated by the government as a global startup ecosystem and have hosted many startup projects. Today, though, we look forward to hearing about Dubai's startup ecosystem and from some of the wonderful local startups. I hope that today's seminar succeeds in spreading the word about the attractions of both Osaka and Dubai and leads to future investment in Japan by Dubai businesses. Thank you very much. Enjoy the seminar.
Okay, thank you very much, Negoro-san, for your greeting message. And now I would like to hand over to our guest of honor, the esteemed Noboru Sekiguchi, Consulate General of Japan in Dubai. Sekiguchi-sama, よろしくお願いします。
はい、聞こえますか？
はい、聞こえ
大丈夫ですかね。
ます。はい、
はい。
お願いします。
はい。Mr. Takayoshi Negoro, Secretary General of Osaka Business and International Center, Investment Center. Mr. Hans Henry Christensen, Vice President of Dubai Silicon Oasis Authority. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Noboru Sekiguchi, Consul General of Japan in Dubai and the Northern Emirates. It is truly an honor for me to have a chance to make opening remarks towards 200 participants in this event named Osaka Opportunity for International Scale-Ups ahead of World Expo 2025. Currently, Expo 20 Some of you may know, it was the Osaka Expo in 1970, which Japan had hosted as its first ever expo in the city of Osaka. And the Emirate of Abu Dhabi had participated for the first time. Since then, over 50 years have passed, and Japan is now participating in Expo 2020 Dubai. Furthermore, the baton of the expo host will be handed over from Dubai to Osaka, where the government of Japan will hold the next Expo 2025 Osaka, Kansai, Japan. I believe these reflect the strong bond between our two nations. I was told that those people are participating from the Japan side who are operating companies in areas where the government of the United Arab Emirates and the UAE companies show their interests, as well as who are interested in collaborating with foreign companies. Dubai is a global hub in the Middle Eastern and North African region for the flow of people, goods, money, and information. Dubai has a well-established business environment, and Dubai is very keen to attract investments by foreign enterprises and investors. I believe that Dubai is also to be a place for Japanese startup companies to pursue business opportunities at the global level with a view to markets not only in the MENA region, but also globally. On the other hand, I was aware of that from the Dubai side, there are many UAE companies having interest in entering the Japanese market. And here we will have pitch sessions in the sectors of health tech, smart city, and fintech. I hope that in this event, the solutions presented by the startups from the two sides would match the demands of the government and companies of both Osaka and Dubai. And new businesses will be born from here. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the unification of the UAE. Next year, we will celebrate the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Japan and the UAE, as well as the 20th anniversary of sister city cooperation between Osaka and Dubai. I hope that today's seminar will be a good opportunity for us to learn about the strength and potential of the both cities. I also hope that I could witness a number of startups in Japan and the UAE would grow into a unicorn and represent either or both of our two countries in the next 50 years. Thank you very much for your attention. Shukran.
Okay, thank you very much for your words and your participation, Sekiguchi-san. We're really sorry that we can't be there to meet you face to face to it. Thank you very much for your participation. Ikitsuzuki yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Okay. So you're probably already aware that Japan is the world's third largest economy. And if you look at the slide at right, the different regions of Japan have larger GDP than other entire developed nations. But a more important point is that Japanese companies have been lagging behind in terms of digital transformation, largely due to poor commitment and understanding among executives here. But the effects of COVID-19, which have been devastating for many traditional business models, have highlighted the urgency for organizations to adapt to the new normal, which presents many opportunities for open innovation with technology companies. In particular, Japanese corporations have an opportunity to learn from successful cases in digitally leading countries and tailor them to the Japan market. So you might know that Japan is one of the world's most aging populations. Over 30% of the population are over 65 here. So combined with various other social issues that it faces, this gives Japan an opportunity to demonstrate itself as a global leader in solving these issues, which requires a combination of digital innovation and acceptance of new business models. So to advance these initiatives, the Super City Law was enacted in Japan in May 2020, which aims to improve the collaboration between the public and the private sectors for the digital transformation of cities. Cities selected as super cities will deploy new technologies across a wide range of sectors. And while the national government is setting the tone, cities themselves are also driving the change, many being driven by a younger generation of leaders who are committed to radically overhaul public services through innovation and embracing new technologies. So due to these various needs for digital innovation, in the past few years, we've seen an increasing investment into earlier stage companies, both domestic and foreign. And high growth foreign technology companies who can clearly demonstrate the sophistication of their solution compared to their Japanese counterparts have managed to find huge success in Japan, as you can see in this slide at right. Bear with me, I'm controlling a couple of different things at once. So Japan also records some of the highest M&A activity in the world, increasingly looking abroad for deals as well, as you can see in these slides. Japanese corporates have been subject to growing pressure from the market to restructure their businesses and further realize growth.
So since Adam has talked about something about Japan, now it's my turn to give you a brief introduction about the business environment of Osaka. All right, let me share my slide.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I'd like to start my presentation by sharing a piece of knowledge with you. A couple of years ago, Bank of Korea reported that there were 5,586 companies over 200 years ago in 41 countries, and Japan was ranked #1. I believe most of you know that Japan is famous for its long life companies, but among the 3,146 old companies, do you know who is the oldest? Yes, I would like to say the oldest company in Japan is from Osaka, Kongogumi. The construction company was founded in 578. Over the centuries, Kongogumi participated in the construction of many famous temples. The most interesting thing is that the founders of this company were not Japanese. They were 3 carpenters from Korea. They came to work in Osaka, settled down, and started their own business till now. Therefore, please remember, Osaka has the culture and history of being open and friendly to overseas entrepreneurs. Okay, let me talk about the business environment of Osaka. Osaka is the center of Kansai region, which is the second biggest economy in Japan. Osaka is well connected to major cities throughout the nation. This picture shows the times needed to move from Osaka to other major local cities. For example, Tokyo is only an hour away by plane and 2.5 by bullet train, making it a comfortable day trip from Osaka. Kansai International Airport is playing a key role in the transportation network, with air links to 89 cities in 25 nations. Osaka acts as a gateway connecting Japan to Asia and the rest of the world. Osaka and Kansai region offer a huge market by the population of 21 million in Kansai and 8.8 million in Osaka. And GDP of Osaka is just about the same size as some developed countries. Like in this chart, it is between that of UAE and Singapore. Many big companies were born in Osaka and have grown globally. Here are some examples. I'm sure you know almost all of them. And not only big companies, but also SMEs. 420,000 companies gather in Osaka, together with over 300 research institutions, 55 universities, especially strong in the fields of new energy and life science, form a great foundation for business for overseas startups as well. Currently, the activities of open innovation collaboration between overseas startups and Japanese companies are very active. These are the needs we want now: health tech, life science, smart city, clean tech, advanced manufacturing, food tech, and fintech. So why do we need you? Because Osaka and its surrounding Kansai region is going through an exciting time right now. This is a really strong momentum for large infrastructure projects and global events to have selected Osaka as the destination. First of all, as you have already known, the World Expo 2025 with the theme Designing Future Society for Our Lives will be held in Osaka. Osaka Kansai region become an ideal testbed for coming society. The concept of 2025 Expo is People's Living Lab, where the most advanced technology and services can be tested here in a real living environment. So why not come to showcase your technologies and services to the whole world? Other than that, a very large-scale smart city product called Umekita is in the works right next to Osaka Station in the central business district. And last year, in June of last year, the Osaka Startup Ecosystem Consortium, in collaboration with Hyogo, was selected as a global startup city by our government. From now on, the Kansai region will strive to create a world-class startup ecosystem where the strengths of Kansai region can be leveraged with the support of the government. The members of the consortium will work together to advance the startup ecosystem development plan that Osaka seeks to achieve. This is also a hot topic recently. In March of this year, Global Financial City Osaka Promotion Committee has been established by Osaka governments and industries to realize an international financial city with unique individuality and functions. We will promote initiatives such as forming edgy and pioneering financial products and market, and supporting financing for startups. And just in about a week, Osaka Global Finance One-Stop Center will open and offer one-stop consultation service, especially for overseas financial corporations and investors who want to enter Osaka. Then, what can Osaka offer to you? As you can see here, we offer all the necessary and essential points: networking, mega events, industry and academia open innovation, testing system, accelerator programs, high standard living environment, startup visa, and the government support. Let me give you some details. Osaka Innovation Hub, OIH, is the Osaka city government-backed startup community. So far, OIH has the network of over 1,000 members, organizes 250 events every year, and has raised about $80 million throughout its seed acceleration program. The biggest and hottest event is Hack Osaka, with about 750 participants every year. Next one will be online on February the 10th, 2022. So welcome you to join us. And this is Crossport. Crossport is an industry and academia collaborative open innovation hub established by Osaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Osaka Institute of Technology about 3 years ago. Towards Expo 2025, if you want to test your products or services under a certain environment in Osaka, we would provide you a joint experimental site, common ground living lab, equipped with basic equipment, infrastructures, and basic OS. The lab could be used for cases of robot and mobility, AR, VR, and control system. Foreign entrepreneurs could also feel at ease and relieved, since some famous accelerator like Rainmaking, Plug and Play have already been here together with Japanese big companies to assist in challenges around market entry and offer hands-on guidance and support to you. Okay, this summer, The Economist released their annual report, The Global Livability in 140 Cities Worldwide. Osaka is proudly to be ranked the second, with lower living costs, shorter commute, closing to nature and cultural heritages. Osaka is not only a good place to work, but also a great place to live. Moreover, we have been selected by Japanese government to be one of the 12 cities in Japan who could offer startup visa for foreign startups, a support system for starting a business. Now, if you're interested in coming to Osaka, please contact OBIC. We are a nonprofit organization jointly established about 20 years ago by the Osaka Prefectural and Osaka City governments and OCCI in order to provide comprehensive support for overseas companies to start business in Osaka. So far, we have successfully supported over 600 companies to land in Osaka. And these are our services and incentives. With a team of over 100 supporting companies, we offer free temporary office up to half a year, subsidies and tax reduction, finance support, PR support, networking with over 30,000 local Osaka companies. You can know more success stories on our website. By watching the interviews with foreign investors, you would know the reasons why they come, and their feelings about Osaka. All right, that's all for me. And thank you, everybody. And we hope we could see you soon in Osaka. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Yang-san, for sharing Osaka's various appeals. And now I will share my screen again. Hopefully this time it works. I would like to hand over the mic to Takano-san from Urban Management Division of Hankyu Hanshin Properties, who are one of the key ecosystem builders and supporters in Osaka, to speak about their new service for foreign startups, offering consolidated access to Osaka's market entry support services and opportunities to connect with local corporations interested in global open innovation. Takano-san, yoroshiku onegai shimasu.
Okay, thank you, Adam. And I'd like to thank you to Yang-san and OBIC team also for giving me the chance to speak here today. And firstly, let me introduce myself. And my name is Natsuki Takano, and I'm promoting my company's Hankyu Hanshin Properties Open Innovation and Digital Transformation. And I'm also being a point of contact for collaboration with international startups. Today, I'm here to talk to you about our new service, Osaka Landing Pad. And I want to show you my slide. Okay, I'm going to show you our new service, Osaka Landing Pad, that provides free opportunities for international startups to receive a comprehensive Osaka, Japan market advice and support, market entry advice and support. Sorry. And this project is just getting started and currently in progress, but I hope that next 10 minutes will change and improve your image of Osaka. And back to our company, Hankyu Hanshin is a railway-based conglomerate, and we Hankyu Hanshin Properties is one of the core company of that. And we have been operating the workplace for entrepreneurs in Osaka that is called GBH5. And now we are trying to start a new service, Osaka Landing Pad, based on GBH5, its base and network. First of all, I'd like to show a short video about us, Hankyu Hanshin, GBH5, and also the contact between international startups with us. Okay, here you go.
We, Hankyu Corporation, are a conglomerate that develops businesses in various fields, including urban transportation, real estate, entertainment, travel, The Hankyu Hanshin Holdings business is based in Osaka, Japan's second largest city. Hankyu Corporation's founder, Ichizo Kobayashi, was an entrepreneur who built railroads through mountainous areas. Then, along those tracks, he built residential areas, department stores, a musical theater, and more. By developing a wide range of businesses, he enhanced people's lives and added value to the land along the tracks, creating a business model that was ahead of its time. Having inherited his mindset, we aim to continuously increase the worth of cities and areas along the tracks through creative thinking. The area between Umeda and Osaka Station in particular contains many of our real estate assets and is a hub that connects Kyoto, Kobe, and other major cities. To reinforce its competitiveness, we are actively supporting a wide range of entrepreneurs. One of the initiatives is a members-only office called GVH5. It offers a community for not just entrepreneurs, but university personnel, investors, specialists, and other professionals, creating an environment that tackles both the soft and hard aspects of business.
So my product is making 3D art in virtual reality. You jump into VR by putting on a headset and using your controllers or hands. When I thought about starting a company, I, of course, needed an office space. So I looked around in Osaka and I met people from GVH5 at a local conference. And I immediately loved the place because it's very good atmosphere. Mostly advice and introduction to people, like introduction to investors, introduction to other startups. For me personally, I think Osaka is the perfect city for me because I like big cities, but at the same time, Osaka has a very friendly vibe. It's a very friendly city. And compared to Tokyo, which can sometimes be really intense and expensive, Osaka feels much more at home.
As a new initiative, we are working with Rainmaking, a group that supports entrepreneurs in more than 20 cities worldwide, on a program that is designed to accelerate the business of entrepreneurs selected from around the world. Called Startup Bootcamp Scale Osaka, it will be held at GVH5. Entrepreneurs from about 10 startups will receive 3 months of intensive mentoring from local experts and engage in workshops and verifications tests with Hankyu Corporation and its corporate partners, with the goal of building collaborative partnerships.
It's actually my first time to Osaka throughout the SBC, and I think it is a great place. The people are really friendly, and I've really enjoyed my time here. Yeah, GVH5 has been great. We've been based there throughout this startup boot camp, and it's been a fantastic facility, and we've really enjoyed our time there.
Entrepreneurs, take root in Osaka.
Okay, so entrepreneurs take root. Okay, go back. And entrepreneurs take root in Osaka is our tagline and open to all startups worldwide. And as the video says, that Startup Bootcamp Scale Osaka, the global accelerator program we've attracted for the first time to Japan, has received more than 300 entries from international startups every year. So while we can see the high potential of Osaka, many startups have said that even if they are interested in Osaka market, they do not know where to approach. So for this reason, we thought it was necessary for key players in Osaka to work together to provide a service for international startups to make it easier to enter Osaka. Okay, so this is our goal, and Hankyu Hanshin will take the leadership in connecting international startups to Japanese stakeholders as the Osaka Landing Pad with the great support of Global DX. In collaboration with Osaka Startup Ecosystem Consortium, a strong collaboration among Osaka Prefecture, Osaka City, and Economic Organization and Osaka Business Development Agency, we will provide appropriate information and support for international startups. And also refer and liaise with international startups and their supporting organizations. And this is a regular menu of Osaka Landing Pad. And we are just in the starting point. So we are now currently giving the priority to startups that has been referred by our participating partners. But in the future, we'd love to support a wide range of support startups, regardless of their sectors and the stage. And also we will introduce international startups and Japanese corporates according to their respective needs. And also we are looking into support for POC, proof of concept, and business implementation rather than just matching. In this phase, our excellent partner, Global DX, and other parties will guide you. And Osaka Landing Pad consultation service is open year-round and 100% free. But depending on startup specific needs, we may refer you to the paid service, for example, market research and recruiters and translations and so on. And we will also hold the pitch event and other events co-hosted with our participating partners to help international startups to learn more about Osaka, Japan market, and also to help them match with Japanese corporates based in Osaka. And again, we are currently giving the priority to startups that have been referred by our participating partners in order to provide the best service possible. And depending on the nature of your inquiry, it takes some time to reply, or we may not be able to respond to you, but essentially any startups, any supporting organization is welcome. Yeah, that's all overview of Osaka Landing Pad project, and it's getting well. And thank you very much. And now let's go back to Adam.
Thank you very much, Takano-san. All right, yeah, and thank you for explaining the Osaka Landing Pad. We're so excited to support that initiative with you. And we do hope to help many more startups like yourselves watching to enter into Osaka together. Let me just share my slides again. All right, so now that we have, oh, excuse me. Now that we have spoken a bit more about the Osaka opportunity and the various opportunities for all of you listening, I would just like to speak personally for a minute about why our company, Global DX, as a startup, established in March 31st this year, chose Osaka, and why we can help you to thrive here too. So first of all, Liang-san already mentioned some of the various opportunities for scale-ups in Osaka. And Takano-san already spoke about our establishment of the Osaka Landing Pad, which is a one-stop shop to connect foreign startups with the most appropriate programs, services, and resources to leverage to successfully enter the market here. But I just wanted to briefly highlight just how many different programs and support services there are here now, many which have launched in the past 2 or 3 years, which we encourage you to learn about. And of course, if you reach out to us, we can share information about all of these programs with you. So there is a growing understanding of the needs of foreign startups when entering the market here. And it's exciting to see the growth of the ecosystem in terms of access to funding, connections, and in terms of general support. But there was still one missing piece for most foreign scale-ups here for our event, but we are so grateful that you all made the effort to be here today. Thank you very much. We hope that it was a fruitful and beneficial, valuable event for you all. One more point I wanted to make for the startups and SMEs participating: do remember that you are eligible for Japan market entry consultation by us, and also for business matching with Japanese corporations if you are in the eligible sectors. So we will follow up with you after this event about that. So yeah, once again, thank you to everybody who helped us participate, who helped us organize as well as participate. And please, you can see our contact details on this slide. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions at all. So thank you again, everyone, for joining, and it's a good day or good night from us. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, thank you.
Great job, Adam. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. I should be playing Old Lang Syne music right now. It's a tradition in Japan.